YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who viewed and liked my last video. It's my second Diablo 4 video out. It had 1,000 views and like 15 likes, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but for me, it means the world. It's super cool to see that sort of progress on a second video, and I hope that they keep on rolling, and I hope these videos keep being enjoyable for anyone watching. So thank you guys so much for that. Thank you for anyone watching who had watched, who had dropped a like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's small, but it means a lot. So anyway, so on this video, we are going to talk about preparations for season 1 as we are a week out. We're going to talk about what class I'm playing, what class you may want to play if you're new, if you're beginning, what class may be the fast to level, whatever it may be to help you prepare for season 1. We're gonna touch base on it, and without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, guys, so let's get into the video. The first thing we're kind of going to go over is like how to prep for this season 1 before the season 1 actually drops. What you're going to want to do first and foremost is you're going to want to get your renown and your Lilith mommy statues done. These are a huge pain in the ass, and the fact that if you get these done before the season starts, that you don't have to do them again is huge. So I mean, we're a week out, so most people should have this shit done anyways, even if you're more of a casual type player. But I even think I need a couple, actually, because we probably do need a couple. I need 2 in dry steps, and that's it. Yeah, so first and foremost, you want to get these 2 things done: your renown grind and your statues. You want to get that done. The reason why you want to get this done is because when the season starts, you don't have to get the statues ever again. You get all the buffs, stats that come with the statues, including the Paragon statues, and the same with renown. When you finish your renown, you start off, I believe, with these first 2 done, and then the third one halfway done, I think. So it's going to save you a shit ton of time. First thing you want to do. And once that's done, the second thing that I kind of wanted to go over was what is a beginner friendly character and more of the high end character. I started off with the Barb, which I think is kind of like a mid tier. It's not super friendly, but it's not super hard either. A lot of fun, but you're definitely gonna have to go through like a max roll and kind of look up more of a build, because they can have a rough start and play style. I would say that if you're going to start a season with a new character and you want a very smooth start, smooth transition, I would go with the Rogue. The Necro is very good. The Rogue, Necro, maybe even the Sorcerer. I think these 2 are, noob friendly, beginner friendly classes to have a nice start to the season. If you wanted to challenge yourself a bit more, or if you are looking for that kind of different play style, something with like more of like a slow drip into the end game, Druid and Barbarian would definitely be it, and Sork as well. Sork, I believe, is a lot of fun. They lack some power, but they slow drip well into their power as well. So those are the two main, I'd say, more difficult but fun slow drip classes. Necro's a ton of fun too. Very easy, noob friendly. Same with the Rogue. All right. The next thing I want to go over is some kind of like casual leveling strats here. This is not min-maxed at all. I actually think Rax is coming out with a whole video series on how to min-max and blast levels very quickly. This is like more so casual, but still kind of focusing on leveling up quickly. Basically, what you're going to want to do, and I kind of started this guy on my Rogue. He's actually got very little time played, and already level 35. Completely self-found, no group, anything like that. What you're basically going to want to do is when you start the game in Kyovashad, and assuming you're skipping the campaign, because I know not everyone's going to want to do that, assuming you are skipping the campaign, you're going to want to basically run out here, and you're going to want to bounce between the event here, the event over here, and I believe there's one up here you can do as well. You're going to basically want to do that till you're level 10. And once you hit level 10, 11, 12-ish, I shouldn't even do this on this guy. 'Cause you're going to want to go down to the Onyx Watchtower, which is level 15. And you're just going to want to farm this stronghold. If you're in a group, it's a little bit easier because you can kind of reset the stronghold. If you're solo, you have to log out to reset it, and so you can't really equip potions or anything. But yeah, if you're in a group, it's basically the same mechanic as resetting a dungeon. You just, one person leaves and you rejoin them. You reset the stronghold. So that's what you're gonna want to do. Is farm the stronghold till maybe you're around level 20-ish. It shouldn't take long, especially in a group. That's where you're going. As you farm these strongholds, you're going to want to also farm your codex. Now, we don't really know what is coming in the battle pass in terms of codex, in terms of legendary powers. If the codex of power is going to be made easily obtainable by the battle pass and the seasonal journey, I don't think we really know that yet. So I would say for now, while you're farming these strongholds, while you're leveling up quickly, find out what aspects you're going to really need for your class and hit those dungeons on the way. Hit them on the way back to town, hit them on the way to a stronghold. You know, if you're using one of those classes like the Necro, the Rogue, the Sword, you should be able to get through them pretty quickly, especially if you're a Rogue or a Necro. And then keep bouncing between the strongholds in the area. Farm them out as best as you can. You're always going to want to stay at least 2 to 3 levels below what you're fighting. The stronghold, eventually you will probably hit the level cap with them, but you'll still get the most experience from them. So as soon as you hit, like for Core Dragon, as soon as you hit around 35, that's probably the time to leave. You're going to balance out with the enemies in there as well. Okay, and while we're farming the strongholds, getting our codex powers, doing the odd events, try and capitalize on the seasonal journey objectives. Try and get those done. The battle pass as well, because this is going to progress you through the battle pass and the seasonal journey, so you can get those ashes that help boost your experience. They're fat ashes. They're going to do wonders for your leveling experience. It's going to be a lot quicker than this preseason leveling experience, let me tell you. So get those done, get them going, focus on that, try and make everything as, you know, symbiotic as possible, and get those ashes and fucking start blasting. Okay, so now once we've kind of gotten our flow going with the stronghold farming, the codex farming, seasonal journey working, the battle pass momentum, once we kind of get that going, we're kind of starting to flow. We're going to start getting more gear. I would not worry about adding aspects to rares too much, unless it's like a really good aspect for like the twisting blades ones for the rogue, or you know, the quake for the hammer, or whatever it may be for your class. I wouldn't worry too much about it unless it's going to be a huge one. You should just basically be salvaging everything. You should be salvaging everything you get, unless it's an upgrade, armor and item power wise, until you're in world tier 4. Once you hit to tier 4, once you start getting that ancestral gear, pop that ancestral gear on, and then you can kind of start upgrading your gear here and there. This will make the leveling process and the dungeon crawling through nightmare dungeons a lot easier for you and a lot more time efficient. So then you can kind of see what your materials are like, your crafting materials, and see, oh, I can afford to upgrade this. This is actually a really good item. You know, you might, assuming you're in World Tier 4 at level 70, you're probably going to be getting, you know, like 750 plus gear, which is like pretty much the top tier you can go anyway. So if they roll good affixes, you're not going to get much better. You're probably going to be close to maxing out around those levels anyways. Salvage, see what you got, see what you can upgrade, keep an eye on those stats that you need, and then sell what you don't need, right? This is going to keep you at a good pace in terms of money and item power and upgraded item power. So that is pretty much from like a standpoint of 1 to 70 to 80, casually min max, nothing crazy. That is probably going to be your best path of progression in terms of leveling and getting to a point where you feel comfortable grinding those nightmare dungeons, because essentially that is going to be the end game. Now, the hearts, the malignants, we really don't really know what to expect yet. I'm sure this mechanic is going to add some sort of fork in my path progression that I just laid out, but we don't know too much. I don't foresee it being anything crazy. I think you can follow what I laid down pretty much to a T, and then when the malignant stuff comes in, you can kind of be like, okay, I kind of need to do this now. Okay, now I'll get back on the path to grinding that gear out. I don't think they're going to be something huge. Also, in terms of Legion events, I would always do Legion events. For one, they do give great experience, and it's a really nice break from just banging your head against dungeons and nightmare dungeons for a while. Same with world bosses. The world bosses are loot pinatas. You can get they're a lot of fun too. They can showcase your build for yourself and for other players as well. They're going to be a nice break from banging your head against nightmare dungeons. And then I would just focus on, getting your Paragon up, getting those last little pieces of renowns, kind of finishing out your end game. Oh, look at that, a Legion event right now. We do it? Yeah, so that's basically it. I'm really excited for the season. I hope this Malignant Heart stuff is cool and it brings more content than I expect. I don't think it will, but I hope it does. I'm a D4 believer. I think this game's fantastic, so we shall see. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. If I'm missing anything, please let me know. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Again, this is not a min-max build. This is very casual, but I think it'll be it'll make the gameplay experience for everyone across the board who tries this a lot better. It kind of gives you some sort of direction. So try it out, season launch. Looking forward to hearing what you guys think of this season, what you guys think of the video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting. Please feel free to follow me on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/cookiemonster. I stream 3 to 4 nights a week when I can. Hopefully, as this channel grows and as that grows, I'll be streaming a lot more too. So thank you guys so much. Enjoy the video and we'll see you next time. I don't know if I like that ending. Bye.